This is a 1959 John Deere 730 diesel. It has the cranking engine option. You could either have electric start or the cranking engine. The cranking engine was recommended for colder climates. This is a two-cylinder horizontal engine. The 730 series was the last series when John Deere switched to multiple cylinder engines. In the background is a 1938 G, which was the first model of this series. It was the G, the 70, the 720, and the 730s. This diesel engine is mostly the same model as a 1949R, which was the first diesel engine that John Deere made. It has a narrow front option, which is very maneuverable and is my favorite front end option. Even though this is a 1959 model, it still has many of the modern features, such as power steering, live hydraulics, live power takeoff, 3-point hitch, dual remotes that can handle 2 cylinders at one time for drawn equipment. We are now going to start the cranking engine and start the big engine. First, a little review of the cranking engine. This is a V4 first multiple cylinder that John Deere made. It has a 2-inch piston with a 2-inch throat. Runs at very high speed. At a starting speed is 5,500 RPMs, which turns the big engine over at 200 RPMs. This engine uses a coolant from the big engine, so when it is running and warming up, it's also warming up the coolant in the big engine. Also, the exhaust from the cranking engine is routed around the air intake pipe so that the air is warmed as it enters the combustion chamber. To start the cranking engine, we're going to first, of course, turn the fuel on, start it up, and let it idle a little bit in the slow speed. Then we'll go to fast speed, and then we're going to pull the decompression lever to make the big engine turn over easier, and then pull the starting clutch in. We will not at any time advance the throttle for the big engine, as that will just allow fuel to be dumped down into the combustion chambers, which will cause problems. of the best sounds you'll ever hear. The beginning and the end of a two-cylinder John Deere.